I dropped out of school. I became a bicycle Boda Boda rider.
When you left Boda Boda, you had to move to Kampala.
I started my route from Kasese. I reached Kampala. It was a sad story for me, man, because...
Is there any day you thought of giving up?
Many times we've been told that Toro music can't go any further. Nensonga yange Mutansiga kugenda kauzika Mutansiga ninyenda ngimugambire amakanda gasimbe munuka. So I sang that song.
Where do you see your music in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh my God.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome to yet another episode of Muka podcast. My name is Joseph from Banyori, your host for this particular episode. Let me take a golden opportunity to invite each one of you to join this community of Muka podcast and hear more interviews that will help you to become happier, healthier, and more healed. All I want to do is to hit from that subscribe button. I know it's quite important, but also to leave your comment there on how you feel about this podcast. Let me take also opportunity to thank each one of you who has helped us to hit 1.8k subscribers. This is so incredible, and I really say thank you so much. Our guest today, we have a great Toros musician. He's ready to share with us his passion, challenges, and dreams. Without going too far, let me give him opportunity to introduce himself.
Thank you so much. I'm humbled. Dear viewers, I'm called Ayesiga Muzamil Kisembo Ayesiga. I'm a proud Mutoro, and I'm so much humbled to be on this interview. And it's a pleasure that I'm going to share my story with you out there. I hope it changes your thinking, it changes your lifestyle. So, I'm humbled.
Thank you so much. We are good to have you this time. Many people know small parts about you. And that's why we were like, now we have to look for you and you share your story with us. You know, the time when we are starting this podcast, we had a list of people whom we wanted to have on our show. And your name appeared there. So that's why we had to come and look for you and you share your story with us. Somebody outside there who's watching us would want to know, who is Muzamil?
Oh, wow. Muzamil. Muzamil is a man who has come from a humble background. Things were not easy for me, but I thank God. Because I dropped out of school when I was in senior 3 after losing my father. I had a stepmom who gave me a hand of help. Because actually, I lost my father when I was a candidate, P7. So, my stepmom was able to take me back to school from senior 1 up to senior 3. And that's how it ended. So from there, I had nothing to do. I became a Boda Boda rider. Actually, let me make it clear, a bicycle Boda Boda rider.
Actually, when we posted a flyer about that we're going to have you today, some of the people who watched it said, oh, wow, this man, I remember him, he used to ride a bicycle Boda Boda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That time we would carry someone from Nyabukara, that side of Boma, up to Mpanga Market at just 200 shilling.
200?
Yeah, and we would carry someone from Mpanga up to Kitumba Mosque, 100 shilling.
So how was the experience in that job?
It was a good one because I was earning a living out of it, and I was doing it happily. My OGs, my OBs used to find me on the one, be like, Muzamil, the whole of you now, a bicycle Boda Boda rider. I said, yeah, it's better than finding me with a bunch of matoke tied around my neck. So it's better here, I'm earning a living. And from there, I got some money. I processed my driving permit. Then now, I transformed to a motorcycle.
You went to a motorcycle
to
start riding these real Boda Bodas.
Yeah, exactly. Even that time, still we were riding Clipper 500. Yeah, so then from there, I had that passion of singing.
So before going singing, how was the experience, the time when you transformed from using a bicycle to a motorcycle?
Of course, life became somehow easier. You know, well, do you know that effort of riding someone, clients, others, let me call them passengers. One is light, one is heavy, and you have the option. But when I started riding the motorcycle, I felt like I had transformed. Yeah. But way back in primary, I used to sing, and it was always inside me.
When we had a little bit of stories exchange, when you left Boda Boda, you had to move to Kampala. You had gotten a job there. I went to Kampala. There was a hostel in Makerere, Chikoni. It was called MBI hostel. So there, I was an askari for 4 months. Yeah, I was an askari for 4 months, and the way how I used to survive, I used to get to buy my own soap and wash clothes for those guys in the hostel. In that I don't touch my salary. So I used to survive on that money. I wash for them, I iron for them. So my salary was always intact because that hostel had a hotel. And apart from posh and beans, if you wanted to eat something nice, they had to chop off your salary. So in order to keep my salary intact, I had to be washing for these guys in the hostel, and I saved my salary. So that's how I survived there, but I felt like I wasn't comfortable with staying in Kampala. I again come back at Portugal, still on Boda Boda. So yeah, life was just like that. When you got a job in the bus?
I got the job in the bus. That was before working on sites.
As a porter?
As a porter. I was there for like 2 months.
Yes.
There's a house. If you know Nyamukara, there's a hotel. There was a porter there for 2 months.
For 2 months?
Yeah.
Yes. So, working on the sites?
Yeah. So from there, I applied for being a conductor in a certain bus company. I don't want to mention it. I was offered that opportunity. They gave me a bus for training. I would be in that bus from Kagadi up to Kawale. After the training, they said, now you qualify to be a conductor. They gave me a bus, man. I was extremely happy that now I'm a conductor. And
you thought you have...
Like again, I've transformed now from the Boda Boda to a bus conductor. The funny story of it is I didn't serve there even for a week. Because I started my route from Kasese. I reached Kampala. I had my money. And with me in my bag, I had that receipt book. Hey, if you want to know the power of being a conductor, ask those guys. They will tell you, mwana kukukwasa kitabu echo. Meaning that the moment they give you that receipt book, just know that now you're in the game.
Yes.
So I was extremely happy when I got that receipt book. I reached Kampala. I found the owner of the bus company standing in the veranda. And then he was like, young man, how are you? I said, I'm okay, sir. Who are you? I said, I'm called Ayesiga Muzamil Kisembo. Where do you come from? For Portugal. So why are you here? I said, I'm a conductor in bus UAG 445G. I was like, who employed you there? I was like, I applied from Fort Portugal branch, and I'm the only person who can employ you. Those are my bosses. Those people in Fort Portugal working in that office are just my relative. They are not supposed to employ you. So from you go inside there, let the cashier balance you. If there's any money missing, I'm putting you in sales. And if everything is balancing well, tomorrow make sure you can't get any bus going back at Fort Portugal. Go and never come back. If I find you in my buses, I will arrest you. It was a sad story for me, man, because even people had called telling them, well, now in case you have any luggage, don't worry, I'm in charge. I will always be carrying for you luggages from Fort Portugal to Kampala. Like, each time I've moved out to work, I go to work with passion. So I was extremely happy after getting that job, but it ended in tears. Again, I came back on my Boda Boda.
That is the third time.
Yeah, that is the third time coming back now to the Boda Boda.
Yes.
And actually by that time, I was still acting. I had started acting with two drama performers, yeah, led by Honorable Stephen Ateni Kaliva. Ateni, wherever you are, I salute you because you are my mentor. I'm whatever I am today because of God and you. He's the one who identified my talent and was like, you are good. He found me on these pickups in that time of campaign. So at that time of going for registration, I was like, I can't do this. Me, man, I always move for what I want. Like I saw the pickup, it was the sound system was there, it was playing, but no one's talking. So I got the microphone. Yeah, abantu banyamkara muri mutakira kino Dr. Paul Kargava aja ko yandikisa nyana muja tuposendekereza. Then people were saying, hey, that guy is good. So when I left the microphone, they were like, where are you going? We want to go with you. Then that's how I got that opportunity. And that's when I got a chance of meeting Attorney Stephen Kaleva. So that's how my story started. I started acting with them. Since I used to love music and singing, I kept practicing, and I recorded my first song when I was given an opportunity. There's a guy called Martin. Yeah, Mr. Martin. He was planning for an introduction. Then was like, because he used to see me acting. Yes. So I was like, Muzamil, can you compose and record a song for us? I said, yeah, it's very easy. Okay, how much are you going to charge us? And then I wasn't so good at bargaining because remember, that wasn't much of my field, like singing. And I was like, but how much have you prepared? I was like, Muzamil, we are going to give you 80K for composition and production. Then I said, 80K is little, might be. If you are accepting that after your introduction ceremony, I can edit out some words like your names and I fill in the other words, then I own the song. And they were like, it's okay. So that's how I started recording music. There was a studio here in Fort Portal called the RPS, and I believe it is still there. Yeah. So I recorded my first song. It's called My Agenda. That time I was acting and dancing with a lady called Anne Flower. She's also an artist now, currently. She's an artist. And another lady called, another girl called Mutesi. Now she's a soldier. So, and that's how the story changed. And here's the Muzamil you're looking at.
What inspired you to take that career of music?
Like, I loved music from day one. That was the first thing to inspire me. I loved music. Standing behind the microphone, oh my God. I didn't believe it that I was making it that day. And that passion has kept me moving. At times we get challenges, but because of that passion, we don't give up.
Yeah, sure. Now, people now are looking at your music is going viral, and people thought are enjoying your music so much. Like, what is that thing what is the hardest thing you had to do that kept you moving and to be the person you are today?
Actually, I don't call it a hard thing because it's all about being persistent, knowing your purpose in music. That is so important. Many people do things without knowing their purposes. Many people in offices, they don't know their purposes in those offices. Many people are in relationships, marriages, they don't know their purpose. They are there as if the past. But once you go committed, once you go knowing your purpose in that sector, you do it well. So my purpose in music was to inspire other people that you can make it when you don't give up. You can make it when you stay focused. You can make it if there's this biggest element of trusting God. So I felt like it wasn't a hard thing for me to make it because I had reasons. And lastly, I kept checking on myself. You know, it's good in life to keep checking yourself. You check yourself out. Say, where am I? What am I doing? what is next? If this one hasn't worked, well, then what next? You get it? So it's so important in life. You don't need to do things just the way and leave them there. Check yourself again. Have a listening ear. What is the world saying outside? Yeah? Because those sounds are so important. Never take anything for granted. Even if he's a drunkard person, he cannot mention 10 words without having a point. Even if he's a madman or a mad woman, can say something and you feel like, even if he's mad, he had a point. So listen to those sounds out there. You can carry on.
Yes, we are seeing you keeping going every day. You push yourself.
Yeah.
Is there any day you thought of giving up? And why didn't you give up and you keep moving on?
Actually, I had never thought of giving up. Each time I moved out, I used to see myself big. Told the Safi was working on me. I said, man, you know what? Someday you'll see me hosted on that TV. And I was like, Ayesiga, those things are not easy. I said, I'm telling you the truth that one day you'll see me with those Douglas and those MC cars. And it happened because I've been hosted on NVS like 3 times. I performed on UG Connect. You remember that time of lockdown? So the most important thing in life is to see yourself big. Never allowed to be brought down by these mere people who come out to shut you down, people who come to discourage you. Many times we've been told that Toro music can't go any further. But see where we are now. We have marketed our motherland. People sing our songs that people be like, I don't know the meaning of the words, but this song must be good. And that's where we are. You get it? So just see yourself big. Each time you wake up in the morning, tell yourself that I'm a star. I'll make it. And indeed you can make it.
Yes. What are those things that helped you personally? Because I would say there are so many voices. People say this, speak this. What is that thing in you that helped you to keep moving every day, until the person you are today?
When you listen to the voices, speak what is important to you. Leave what doesn't add anything on your side and move on. Then another thing is, if your goal is to inspire other people, make sure that you even give a hand of help. Feel like you still have a debt. Feel like whatever you are doing, wherever you are, always call it a start and say, I have to move again. This is not enough for me. Because even as we talk, much as you can say people are loving my music, much as you can say now I'm one of the biggest in it all, I still feel like there's still a lot to do. We need those collaborations, you know? We need to see our Toro music crossing all the borders. Because I've seen it happen. I've seen people stand on big platforms. I've seen people enjoy songs and don't even know the meaning. For example, now, look at those old songs from South Africa, from wherever. We dance on them, we sing them, we don't know the meaning. So we want the same thing to happen to our Toro music. People out there be dancing and enjoying them, even if they don't hear the message, but let the music cross. So that's what keeps me moving. I feel like I've done less and I still want to do more.
Not going too far from your music. There's the story you've shared with us. There's the song you composed, and it has a lot of emotion when you can take us through in that.
Actually, I will not go in details of that song. The song is called the Hunderyange, but all I can say about music is at times we let music to heal our own souls. And at times we compose music basing on what is happening in the society. That message is needed. Might be to be brief. I can tell you, but in music we prophesy. I can sing about something today. You may not see it coming, but in the future it can happen, and then you'll be like, even this person sang about it. You get it, eh? Because there's that song. There's that song called Mutansiga. In that song, I have 3 lines. I was saying, Nyine songa yange, Mutansiga kugenda karuzika mutansiga ninyenda ngimugambire. You get it, eh? Because I was saying nyine nsonga yange as to why I want to go at the palace. Ninyenda ndola butamba mugambire mu mahango leka bigeyo amakanda gasimbe munuka. So I sang that song. After 3 years of that song, people of Toro were like, abutamba ntukusaba nambere oli orugeyo ogaruke mu kikaali kyawe ogaruke mu nsi yawe otuleme. And then someone was like, Muzamil wakakize now. So you
were sending a message.
I was sending a message that Abutamba, we need you in your land. And I'm happy that I think since the start of this year, the king has been here with us.
Yeah, true. One day when I watched you performing, I didn't believe that this music is yours. I didn't believe until when I went on to make research. I was like, wow, this man is making it in Toro. How is your personal life? How is that life related to music?
I live a simple life. I don't look what I do. Because I've seen many people faking life. And the moment you start faking life, it becomes expensive on you. And the moment you fail to sustain that fake life, and people get to know the reality of you, it becomes hard for you to survive. For today, no one is going to find me on the street walking and feel surprised that, Muzamil, what are you doing here? Because it is my daily routine. It's what I do every day. I don't own a car. So if you find me on a Boda Boda, don't get surprised. I don't have it. And I don't think you'll blame me that why am I not having a car? Yes, I might be making some money, but when a car is not my priority, I have things that hurt me. You get it? I have things that I want to do before owning a car. Because it is not important like having a car today. Tomorrow you cannot even fuel it. They just see on the Boda Boda every car. Why you do? So I don't live this celebrity life. That's why you are saying that you even wondered, could this be his own songs? Yes, they are my songs, and I kept my profile low in order to interact with the other people. You know, at times you can put yourself somewhere and miss the lens you would have had from people outside. So my life is extremely as simple as Muzamil, the Boda Boda guy. Actually, I sit and be like, now why should I change my life? Why should I have a bodyguard? Then what am I going to tell these people I carried on Boda Bodas? You know, never take any opportunity, never take it for granted. I still salute those people who trusted in me by giving me their motorcycles I ride as I pay weekly, maybe bicycles, the landlords, the landladies. Tomorrow I cannot come boosting even if I own my own house. I cannot forget you. There's that time when I had to come for you for next Tuesday. Man, the things have failed. Be patient with me. And then tomorrow you find me with an ASCAR and I say, no. I ask and I pray to God that I should never develop that feeling big, feeling like people shouldn't come close to me. I want to stay this humble person. Let the music speak. Let what I own speak, but I shouldn't behave that way. That's my prayer.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. And surely that is real you, because it is hard somebody really to understand that this man is the one music that everybody is enjoying. How do you see the current music industry in Toro? Is it growing?
Yeah, it's growing, though the process is slow. Reason, we still lack support. If you cross-check, you'll find Toro music has less videos. Reason, a better video is expensive. And financially, we are not earning that money. You get it? So you have to take it slow. And that's what makes the industry grow slow, because we lack that support. We lack that home ground love. You saw what happened last year when Reggie had a concert in Lugogo. Those people from Central were calling him a regional artist. They were saying she would have stayed there in Mbarara. We are like, okay, we shall show you for nothing. One bus company came and said, we have put 10 buses. If you want to travel to go and support, we have given you a discount on transport. That kind of love. People traveled from Mbarara. People within Kampala had to mobilize themselves and said, let's go and show them what we are. Cricket over was full by 6 p.m. It was full. So I'm looking at that love here in Toro. If they support just one artist, trust me that more that artist, their life will not be the same.
Yeah, sure.
You get it? So the industry is going slow, but at least it is promising, because if I look at 10 years back and see where we are today, at least it's promising. It's promising.
Yeah, sure. Going back to your music, the albums you produced, and those albums have gone viral. People have enjoyed the music in the album. What should people expect currently?
Of course, they should expect the best from me. One, I'm proud that I've not been selfish. There are people I've given a hand of help, writing music for them, others even taking them to studio and pay for them. You get it? Like, when I'm gone, what are people going to remember about me? Do I have a story in someone's heart that this person was part of my journey? That one, I've done it. And I expect to bring people more on board, because my biggest dream is at least to own a theater. Things are expensive here in Fort Portal. An artist, we have many artists who have not had concerts here. Reason, organizing a concert is too expensive. But I'm imagining if I have my own theater with its own sound, with its own lighting, a nice stage, I would love to see myself helping people, saying, you want to have an album launch? The venue is here free for you. You will see many talent coming out of that. And my biggest dream again is to have at least a music school, to see that we are growing more talents. People out there are talented, but they lack support. So people should expect Muzamil to be an event manager the next day, even if I no longer sing. I want to see other people growing through my hands. You get it? Because as we talk now, I've moved a step by step. I own a cultural group, I own a band group, and I own a peer system. So it's an event now. It's called the Honda Events, and I'm the CEO. And at that short time when I've had it, there are people I've blessed. Someone's having maybe a party, someone maybe take the things and they help you, you know? Because what else can you share in this life? Money is just nothing if you don't have people you help. Yeah. Your own money is nothing. The most important thing in life is someone you help. Doesn't matter if you come out to say you helped. Doesn't matter if it comes out, but the moment you give a hand of help, God sees your heart. And when God sees your heart, at a certain point, trust me, you'll be rewarded. So what people should expect from me is to be an event manager. I want to give a hand of help to those who are growing up, to those who are coming, to give them a push.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And personally, all the journey you've walked through, I hope there are a lot of things you experienced in the journey. What are the most of the challenges you faced, and how have you managed to handle them?
Of course, one of the challenges I find is people want me to live a life they want than a life I can afford. You get that?
Yes.
People want to see me driving. People want to see me in big hotels.
They expect a lot from you.
Exactly. It's a big challenge to me, but I fight and stay the real me. That is one of the biggest challenges. Then another challenge is within me. I love perfect things. And most of the things I love are expensive. So I don't rest. I keep admiring. I keep imagining. Yeah, those are the challenges. The rest I leave everything to God. Actually, me, I don't fear challenges. I don't, because I know there is God. And each time I kneel down and talk to Him, I live knowing that it's done. And if did, it's always done. Me, I've never prayed to God and things don't work out. Each year, I started with a work plan. But that work plan, I first presented to God. I say, God, this is my work plan for the whole year. I'm asking for you not to give me less. But if you give me more than what I've shown you, I'll thank you. And then I leave, and trust me, by the time the year ends, I feel like at least like 98% of what I presented to God is there. So I don't fear challenges. I make them steps to move on.
People are looking at you, Muzamil is going viral here and there. What is the upcoming project or new songs or new collaboration that we should expect from you?
Actually, at the moment, I'm focusing on the album launch I have on 20th April. That is next month. It will be Easter Sunday. I have an album launch at Mountains of the Moon Hotel. So after that is when I'll be announcing what next. Because at times we don't want people to predict. We don't want people to know. And in music and acting, we call it preempting the stories. Let people see things by surprise. You get it? But I have a lot. I have many things to work on. Because each day I love to be growing. In Kampala now, my Kampala band will play every Friday at Fontis Hotel in Nakasero. Like people in Kampala can always check on us, come through. And here in Fort Fortune, like I've told you, my biggest dream is to own our own theater. That is my biggest dream. So
we are looking at the upcoming young musicians of Toro and Uganda at large. Which advice would you give them in order to have a better music in their career?
There are many factors you can look at. One is if you can't write for yourself, get the right person to write music for you. Because each time you sing, your song should be a story. It should be a story to inspire someone. That is one. Message is so important in music. That's why you see these days, we have songs that come and expire within a month. Some songs lack message. The storyline is so important in music. Secondly, be who you are. Be real. Until when you feel where you are supposed to be. You get it? 3, seek advice. Be with the people who inspire you. Me, I think about Kawa Kansengerwa. He inspired me so much. I loved his music. And even my first 3 songs, he has a hand in them. Because I couldn't write alone. I went to him, and actually is the one who took me to my first studio. My favorite studio in Kampala. You know? It is about Kawa Kansengere. So if you want to do anything, look at someone who inspires you. Love someone whose work and be a friend to that person. Don't go to compete with that person. But go and love that person. Seek the advice. If you can't talk to him, love what he's doing and copy that. And when you do copying, don't do copy and paste. You copy, then add on your own knowledge and say, I can make it better than this. Do you get it? So in music, you can make it. There are so many factors, but I cannot mention them because I won't call myself an expert in that. I also see things happening by God's grace. You get it? You can rate a song today and you feel like it's a hit and doesn't become a hit.
Yes.
Then you rate a song out of the blue, it's a hit, it is a song everyone is singing. So that is God's power. Me, that's what I can say. I've seen miracles happen, like things happen and I feel like, am I the one? You see that song of Navio Joy. I wrote that song, I sang it with Irene. I didn't know what was going to come out of that song. But guess what? It came and was running on TikTok. It was a song of the day, a song of the week, a song of the month. You get it? So there are things that we do and we let God to bless them. And just like that. But the most important thing, be focused, have a listening ear, look for those people who inspire you, seek advice, you can move on.
Somebody who watching this show would want to know, where can they find you? Where can they find your music?
On social handles, on TikTok, Ayesiga Muzamil Kisembo, Facebook, Kisembo Muzamil Ayesiga, YouTube, Kisembo Muzamil, Ayesiga Muzamil, yeah. So you can find my music there, you can find what I do and follow me.
One of the viewers asked the question, like, do you think you have done what it takes to uplift Toro in terms of Toro culture, in terms of music?
I can't say I've made it because it is the viewer. I wish I had seen the viewer. I would ask, what do you see so far? Do you think I've done enough? Where am I missing? Again, I would send the same question to him or her, that you as a person, you've seen me grow, you've seen my work. Are you appreciating? Do you feel like I've done enough to promote our motherland? Because me, I do music and I let people speak, I let people judge, I let people correct me. You get it? So I cannot say that I made it in life or I've made it in music, but I think I have a journey I've covered.
Where do you see your music in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh my God. Where do I see my music? My answer is funny. I see my music in God's hand to be pushed where it is supposed to be, because like I've told you, each time I move out to shine. But I would love to see my music crossing all over. I would love to see my motherland being known everywhere. That is the most important thing. But actually, away from music, me, whatever I do it to make my motherland Toro be known. I want us to be proud of our language, because there's that time when they wouldn't believe that we can make it where we are today. Abatoro na abatoro kati. Music yitukora teri yeitu. Music yitukora yukuza ensi yeitu Toro. We can grow financially when you support us, when you love us. We can grow. The community can grow, because when I have money, I will have other people to support. So the music is not in our hands. The music is in your hands, to love it, to promote it, and you can take it far. I will give you an example. In Kampala, in Central, an artist with 2 songs, you'll see him on a flight going to maybe Dubai, UK to perform. Have you seen any Toro?
Not yet.
Don't you think that we have Toro who are rich and they can afford to take us?
They can afford. Now, what do you think is the problem?
The love to own us, to own our music, to own our work and say, these are our people. Yeah, I've seen many celebrations happening in the UK, German, Canada, but all of them come together. Even if you don't give me any money, say, Muzamil, we are taking you for exposure. Let's facilitate you. Come to America and have this experience. You get it? So the moment our own community, the moment our own people accepts to be custodians of what we do, you'll see Toro music crossing all over. Because you'll not talk with a guy who has a camera, who has been seen on an international airport, maybe in London, receiving flowers, The next day that you see him posting, he's on stage performing, you cannot compete with him. Those are two different things. Even if in Kisenyere, even if they have given you 5 million, someone has performed for free in America, the status is different. The class is different. So people from Toro, support your phone. Support your bond. We shall make it. And if we don't make it, we shall go down with you. This is a clear message. Because in Central, if they say, Vatoro cannot sing, it's not only about me who has sung. It is even about whoever comes from Toro. And if we come together and we support each other, we shall make it.
Yeah. Pick one, the last one. What do you want? What do you think, like, you want to do for your country through music and the entire world at large? What is that thing you feel like you want to do for your country through music and the world at large?
I want to see myself bringing many people to Uganda because of what I sing about, because of what I do. I want my country be known, be respected. If you check on the Ninaita Toro video, whatever I put there, I believe if someone gets time to watch that video, she will have that heart of saying, man, I should visit Toro. It is a beautiful place. Through my music, I want to pass the message to bring many people to love our country, to love our motherland. That is my biggest dream. And another dream is to see many stars coming out of our many stars can, because there is always that time of retiring. But as you retire, what have you left behind? What is your legacy? How many people have you brought? How many people have you inspired? How many people have you helped? You get it? So that's my biggest dream. But all in all, and everything, I give it to God.
Yes, you've mentioned the word of which I'd just forgotten, the legacy.
Yeah.
Do you feel you have done what it takes into people of Toro and Uganda to leave a fingerprint, like, I passed here through the legacy of the music you're pushing?
I just think I've made it, but still like that one, I let it to the viewers, to those who have seen me. I think my story is enough to say that I have a legacy. Was transforming from a Boda Boda to being the CEO of the events. I can't take it for granted, but this is not the legacy I want. This is not the legacy I want. I want someone to travel from abroad to say, I've come to Toro because of this. The rest, God has everything for us.
Yeah. In life, we have things we inspire, and we aspire to have things we dream of. That's why when I was introducing you, the passion, you wanted to share with us your passion, challenges, and dreams. Dreams are the things we think we should achieve. I think you personally, you have the kind of person you feel like, personally, I want to make a collab with this person. Yes. So what is that person if you're given a chance to meet him and you do a collab with him? If at all you ever have it in your mind, I don't know.
There are so many people I look at, but I don't want to mention any, because what if I mention you today, and then the next day again another person will be like, Mananga, me, I saw your interview and you said the only person you would love to meet is so and so. But me, I would love to work with anyone who feels like I can add something for him, or someone who feels can add something on. That is very challenging, by the way, because most of those big artists who have made in life, who have made it in life, each time younger people try to go to them, they don't feel like doing a song with that person can add something to him. He feels like he's already there.
He has already made it.
You get it?
Yes.
So me, I want to mention that this is the person I would really love to meet. But me, I would really love to meet a person who feels like we can add something on each other. To this person I will go and I have to beg and I have to crawl down and people in Kampala, you see them complaining. I had a collab with Sang, so after the audio recording, he has failed to turn up for the video. I don't like that. So I keep focusing on what can really, really, really take us far.
You personally, have you tried to ask for collab with those people?
No, I've never tried.
Privately.
No, I've never tried because I wanted to up my game. I wanted by the time I move out to ask for a collab from any artist, my work should be on that level of convincing the person. You get it? For example, last year I had a video shoot of a song called Batatine. So if any artist in Kampala, if any artist anywhere watches that video, she will be like, yeah, this is some good work. You get it? So I couldn't go beg for collabs when my work is still struggling. And I'm still working on that. Until actually one day, one person comes looking for me, then I going to look for that person. I actually had a song with Navio. And Navio came to us because he loved our cultural instrumenting. The only problem is that project he was working on is not for YouTube and whatever. He has his channels. But I had a song with him, Navio.
Yes.
He came looking for this culture setup. So that's what my dream is. Not going to look for all those people, but I would love to see something that inspires them to come to look for us. You get it?
Yes.
So that's my dream.
That's quite interesting. I hope now we are reaching at the close of this show. People of Toro who is watching Muka podcast, people of Uganda, and the world at large who is watching us. Your message to them as we close this.
First of all, I take this opportunity to thank whoever has been there for me. From the time I started drawing to where I am today. That's a message to you that I can't take your love and support for granted. 2, I still request that keep supporting us, keep pushing us. Together we can grow. My humble request is that you come and attend my album launch on 20th April, Easter Sunday at Mountains of the Moon Hotel. The entrance is 20K for ordinary, VIP 50K, and a table of 6 people is 300K. And each ticket has a return of drinks. We want to be bored. A ticket now, like a table for 300, there's a return of drinks worth 100. You get it, meaning that your tables want to be empty. So come and support me. That's my humble request there. Because each time I'm supported, it will give me the ability to support others. But when I'm going down, I go down with them. So I'll be the happiest person. If I see you at Mountains on 20th, that is Easter Sunday. It's like a family day out. Come and we celebrate Toro music. I'm not alone. So many artists from Toro have come out to support me. And the last, of course, I have to thank God for the gift of life, for the journey. And thank you. And Muka podcast. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to the viewers. Many people don't know our stories. They think we have come from these planned families, and they think maybe we've been planned kids. Yeah? We are planned hustlers.
He is a planned hustler, yes indeed. From a bicycle rider to a Boda Boda rider, from a Boda Boda rider, he was denied a chance to work in a bus company. So his story, it was so nice, and I hope you have got something from it. And this marks the end of this episode. I take this opportunity to thank each one of you who have been with us until this closer. For God and my country, I've been your host, Joseph from Banyol. Thank you so much.